Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're back here in Bristol, Transport FIFA 2 style. And we're just following pretty much, I think, like we did at the end of the last episode, but going in the other direction. Our newly extended Severn Beach line going all the way from Clifton Down to Severn Beach via Shirehampton and Avonmouth. Now, you may recall when we put this line together, I was looking at Severn Beach and Pilning and these places around here, and I was thinking, they're tiny places. What sort of business can I possibly do with those tiny little towns? I mean, Severn Beach is kind of a little sort of backwater beach resort, or it was back in the day. But as you can see, there's a lot of people waiting here. 51. And in fact, I think I finished off the last episode by looking at Shirehampton and saying, hang on, before I put the end of this line on, everyone wanted to go to Clifton Down. And at that point, everyone was going to Avonmouth. The balance of passenger desire had completely changed. What I'd overlooked was the impact of actually opening up a train station in a sleepy little town. It kind of follows on from that wonderful concept of if you build it, they will come. And by goodness, they've come in their dozens. Okay, what we're going to do is have a quick look to see what's actually happened. We'll start with a place that hasn't been really impacted, and that's Pilning. And the thing to look at is the Pilning population and the destinations. Now, when I started the last episode back in 1885 sort of time, which is 2 years ago now practically, Pilning had a population of 122, and the growth figure here was 120%. So we've gained an extra 20% simply by adding in a train line here to Severn Beach, because obviously the people from Pilning here, if they wanted to, they could travel into Severn Beach by this little bus and get to places from there. The number of destinations reachable by my public transport has gone up from 61 to 587. That's quite an increase, and the amount of places they can visit by their own public transport has also increased, probably just because the businesses, the industries and the commercial zones have increased in these other towns. Has gone up from 282 to 304. So that's quite impressive. But if we look at Severn Beach over here, in 19 is nothing 19 at all about it. 1885, Severn Beach had a population of just 60 people. Honestly, just 60 people, with 60 shops and 60 workplaces as well. The number of reachable destinations back then, before I put the train station in, was 101. With the addition of this simple train station and this train line connecting them into the heart of Bristol, Clifton Down, from there into the Bristol bus station, then to Bristol Temple Meads, and from there the world. The number of destinations, as you see here, has gone up from 101 to 2,267. That's quite impressive. So the actual growth percentage has gone up from 10% to 70%, which, is quite a nice increase. So that, I think, really, that explains what's going on here. Once you enable people to go places, their desire to live there and use your services just skyrockets, and you can see that on the chart. If that's not a skyrocket kind of curve, I really don't know what is. That is fabulous, but awesome will also do. That's good. At Avonmouth, not so much of an impact here, because Avonmouth was already connected, obviously, to Shirehampton and to Clifton Down. The rest of the story there. But that's gone up from a population of 104 to 104. Yeah, that's not great news really, is it? But the number of destinations reachable has gone up from 2,446 to 2,686. So it's, again, allowing more people to travel. Avonmouth, because it was already connected, hasn't seen such a dramatic increase. But they can now get via my public transport to Severn Beach, to Pilning, and all the businesses and workplaces that exist up that side of the coast. So that explains why these stations are suddenly getting big numbers of passengers waiting. So I think the motto there is, if you're going to build lines, make sure you've got trains that can carry the number of people that want to travel. One way you can... There's probably a maths to this. There is probably someone in the Transport Fever 2 community who's worked this out. But you can kind of guesstimate it, which is how I play the game, as you've probably realised. If I look here, which one is it? Destinations layer. And we look at the numbers there. The number of people going by public transport, that's my route, and the people going by private transport. 112 people are using my lines between Avonmouth and Severn Beach. A mere 3 are travelling by their own means. That's not bad figures at all. Likewise here on this bit of the route between Avonmouth and Shirehampton, 157 or 170 into Clifton Down. And I mean, it's single figures here around Avonmouth. It gets a bit more obviously as we get closer to the city centre, as to be expected, to be honest. But the information is there, the logic is there, and it works. So what are we going to do in today's episode? Now, I was talking in the last one about sort of extending further up here to sort of putting in the extra lines from Bristol Parkway, our main station here, into Patchway, Pilning, perhaps going further north as it does. I mean, the lines up to Cheltenham and Gloucester go up this way, so we could start work on that. We could take the line from, again, Bristol Parkway across to North Wales, to South Wales. This is nowhere near the north. into South Wales to Newport, using what is the Severn Tunnel. Now, I don't know if we can actually build a tunnel under the Severn here, but we will try that in due course. Now, I think I said in the last episode that there was a line going from Severn Beach around here back into Bristol Parkway. I believe I was wrong. I've done a little bit more research into the lines around here. Now, there historically was another kind of loop out of Severn Beach, which went through Pilning, through Patchway. It passed through Filton, but went down, in fact, to Bristol Temple Meads. Because Bristol Parkway was a bit further off here to the right-hand side, to the east, if you will. So there was no direct connection, as far as I can make out. If you know differently, please do let me know. But from what I can find out on a very quick search of the internet, to be honest, there was no actual direct line between Severn Beach and Bristol Parkway. So we're not going to do that. I mean, I could. It kind of makes more sense in the terms of how I've laid this map out. So I might well do that. As I say every now and then, I'm not trying for historical or actuality realism. I'm not trying to replicate what actually exists in and around this part of the country. But the trouble is that the more I play this and the more I look at the things I can do, I keep thinking, oh, actually, no, that works. Draw that line like it really is. So I am tempted to try and draw vaguely accurate lines. Now, so that's one thing I was thinking I could do, but I think what we'll do today is go back to this side of the map. I mean, we've got Weston-super-Mare and Whirl down here, which we've set up as a very early, way back in the earliest episodes of this series, as a let's earn some money quickly from freight routes. We've got that and a little bus route between these two towns as well. But other than that, we've kind of ignored this whole end of the map. So what we're going to do, I think, is run the rest of this line out here, which goes through Bedminster. There's a station around here somewhere called Parson Green. I think there is an Ashton Gate somewhere around here as well. I think it's kind of on the edge of Bishopsworth, but again, the realism of this map, the game itself, like every game, has issues with being real. It's all to do with the scale and stuff. So draw a line down here, and that line goes to Nailsea Backwell, the station there, and then on to Yatton, Whirl, Weston-super-Mare and down to Highbridge right at the end of our map. So I think that's what we'll do, and I'm prompted to that because as we're seeing here, there's quite a lot of passenger traffic now on this line here between Bedminster and Bristol Temple Meads. That was kind of okay-ish for a while. You can see it had kind of a dip there in the middle a few years ago. Actually, if I take that down to, yep, 7, let's make it 8 years. But it looks like passenger numbers are picking up again, possibly because I've increased the frequency, or the capacity rather, of this line here from Brandon Hill. So, one thing I want to do here, actually, I'm not sure. What I'll do here is I'll do it here in Bristol Temple Meads. One thing, if you've been following any of my series of Transport Fever, you'll know that I'm not a great one for detailing and stuff. I just kind of get the network. Holy moly, 174 people. Might need a new train on there. I'm not a great one for detailing and stuff. So I don't spend a lot of time sort of making my stations look really, really good and sexy and real. But there was a lovely mod that I picked up just the other day from Mad Hatter. Yeah, Mad Hatter's mod. And this is called, on the Steam Workshop, it'll be linked in my collection below, in the description that is. The mod is called By the Plot, and what this allows you to do is designate an area for the AI to not build in. So it actually prevents the AI from building, like we see here, little houses alongside the station or roads or anything. And you can either do this as a single post, which is the full stop shape. There's a dash shape, which gives you a line it won't cross, or a full-blown square. You can sort of turn these around however you like, and you can create a different size area right up to that, and that will prevent the AI building anywhere within that square. So that's rather nice. And you've got various types of posts you can put in there, bushes, trees, different types of bollards. You can just about make them out there, I think, in this long grass, or a different type of bollard. They look a bit modern to me, so I'm not sure this is terribly 1800s, but we're going to use it anyway. So what we can do here is lay out spaces I want to make sure the AI doesn't build in. I was going to do that around Bedminster, but we're going to actually build there now, so there's no point in doing this for Bedminster. We can do it around here, because Temple Meads, I'm sure, will grow. So I want to make sure that this area here is as free as possible for me to build in. If we make that smaller, down there, and a bit over here too. There you go. Where did that go? Don't know where that went. Well, that's odd. The third post has gone. Ah, it's possibly underground. Yeah, it's a bit hilly there. That'll be why. Okay, we'll not worry about that too much. So yeah, a very handy little mod for, oh, it's the hills. The hills are alive. Something like that. So we'll actually put this. See, they all disappear into the hillside. We'll put you down there. I've no idea what's going to happen when I try to bring those out of the ground, so I may not build in all that area, but just in case. And there are lots of other assets I've got here which I may get round to using if I remember. That's the trouble, I don't tend to spend time with assets. But anyway, we're going to need some money. We'll take out some loan. I've paid it all back already in the few months since the end of the last episode. We'll take 5 mil for now. So, Parson Street, where's that going to go? It's going to be a train station as opposed to a road. It's going to be a British one. It'll be in our standard UK colours. which for the moment is brown for the Great Western, or Western, or whatever it was called at this time. Again, historical accuracy, not too worried. That needs to go, it's going all the way round there to, where's Nailsea and Backwell? It's over there, so actually that works quite well, doesn't it? Having it like that. Yeah, I think we will do it like this. Do I want to make this 2 tracks? 160 length, that's okay. Yes. I think we will. We may change the configuration of this station as we go on, but that will do for now. Let's put some tracks in there. Actually, we need to delete some of this gubbins. Okay, we're going to need, I think we'll want a second platform on here. What am I thinking that here? No, we're okay. There's another station where I want to change the layout, but that's not this one. We'll come to that one obviously when I do. That's the trouble. When I sort of play through a little bit before I start each episode, I get ideas of what I can do, and then I get them all mixed up in my head. We want to edit this station. Okay, so we're going to put in some more track down here. There we go. Does it need to go all the way up there? It could do. Yeah, could do. And then some of our lovely brown platform. Over here. One thing that the vanilla base game assets don't have is an empty piece of platform. So having this here is very nice indeed. So empty platform there. You don't tend to have seating and waiting rooms for the entire length of a platform. So it's nice to have something where people could just have to stand around. We'll put in the underpass, which is here. It's over there, isn't it? So we'll put it in the same space. There we go. Do we want canopy on this side? Oh, let's do that. Let's try and keep some of our people dry. Bristol is one of the is not the driest of towns. I mean, I'm not sure how it compares to the likes of Manchester and places like that, but Bristol can be quite wet. Okay, so we're going to need more track up here. There we go. Are we going to have to double track this all the way back into Temple Mead? I think we might. Let's do that there. Oh, how much more of a mess is it going to make of this road? Yes, it looks reasonably okay, I think. Alright, so are we going to have it running 2 tracks into here? Or are we going to 1 track it up to the bridge? I think we'll take it there as single track. Just to make things different, I think. So we want some lights here. Come on, there you go. Put it in the right place. Okay, and up here. And there will do. Okay, and what lights do we have here? Right, yeah, we're going to need signal there, and we will take one there. We don't want that signal there anymore. So we're not coming in on that line. That's our up or down line, whichever way direction it is. I really don't know, I'm afraid. Okay, so one other thing while we're here, actually, this level crossing, I have put in another little mod, which I think was from JK, I think, which is the proper British gated railway crossing. And as we've got a lovely 90-degree angle on the road here, we can use that. So this is for 2 tracks with a side gate. Do we need passengers to be stopped there as well? Probably not, so we won't worry about a side gate. So that goes there. That looks lovely. And the side gate obviously would have gates over the pavement as well. Perhaps we do want one with side gates. Yeah, that looks better actually, doesn't it? Even though there aren't people... Yeah, there are no people wandering up there. It's best to protect them. Better be safe than sorry. Okay, so we're going to take our lines out of here to there. That looks quite good actually. That does look quite good. We might reroute this road here so it goes over the track rather than having a level crossing. We shall see. Hang on. Oh, losing my way. There we go. And across there. Lovely. Do we want this bit of road here? Oh, I'm tempted to say no. There you are. See what the AI makes of that. Right. So we'll call this one. We'll actually call it Parsons Street, which I believe is what it should be properly called. Is it Parsons Street? Yes, I keep thinking it should be Parsons, but it's not. Apparently. Hope I'm right on that. Okay, and then we've got Nailsea and Backwell here. Right, now where will this beauty go? This is going to have to go down to Yatton, Whirl, Weston-super-Mare. Down that way, so this could be, yeah, straight through the middle there, I think. Okay, we'll see if we can get away with that. Buildings, train station. We'll give Nailsea the... Actually, we'll put buildings on both sides, let's be fair. Although if I remember correctly, because I have travelled through Nailsea and Backwell, I don't think I've ever actually stopped there. There is no real building as such. It is just a very... some steps up to the platform and some ticket machines and a bit of a waiting room perhaps, or shelter at least. So if we place you a bit like that. Yep, that will do. Nicely enough, we're kind of in the industrial commercial zone for these two towns, so that kind of works. Okay, let's edit this baby. And we're going to get rid of that building there and that one. So we just want a small building. Oops, is that... It's a side building. Which ones have we got here? That's quite a large one. That's quite imposing, isn't it? That's quite tiny. I think, does that one work better? Let's assume so we can see. Stop doing that, stop bouncing. Let's get it there. Can I drop it there? Or the other one? Oh, let's give them a fairly impressive station building, shall we, to start with? Okay, and we will put on the other side something much smaller. I think, yeah, everything is getting larger at this end of the map, isn't it? This end of the list. So scroll all the way back. I want a little... does this one have... No, I don't think this one has the passenger tracks, the routing. Oh, that's slightly annoying. If that is just decorative. So, oh, you can't see the tracks. Let's put it down, because I can always get a refund if it doesn't work. Let's put you down there. Yeah, I'm not sure we have got... No, there isn't. There's no connection there. Which there is on this building. There we go. Oh, that's a slight pity. We could do with just steps, I suppose, couldn't we? We don't want that. We want strange state. No, we don't. We want this. We configure. So that's fine. So I think we will give Backwell just some steps. So we'll put some there and some there. Okay, and a little bit of road, which is only small road out here. Let's make that a bit like that. Okay, that works for me. And then link that in there. Sweet. And yeah, the AI will have to find its way around, I think, from there. That should be. Is it Nailsea and Backwell? It is. Although I'm tempted to say Backwell and Nailsea, because it just sounded a little bit better to me. But there you are, Nailsea and Backwell. And some tracks, please. You've got to go all the way up there. Okay, so that's going to cost me over 2.5 million, and there's a thundering great tunnel in the middle of it. Well, I'm not having that. That's for certain. No. I do have a bit of a slope issue. Let's get rid of this road. And I'll try and remember to put it back in when I need to. If we get you in here. Seems about right. Okay. And if we take you on up. Good. Okay. And can I wrap it round there? No, because I'm too close to those. This rather pointless generation of roads here. So if we take you and you out. Well, I don't like you either. Let's see if that will do for laying of this track. Oh, nice little bit of bridge. Yeah, I do believe that's come in under the 2.5 million. It's, I guess, not made too much of a hash of that road junction. That's fine. Oh, I'm good with that. I think so. Let's draw it out the other direction then. Okay, it does actually make a hash of that road when we let's get rid of... Oh, I deleted the track as well. Didn't really mean to do that, but oh, I have... Oh, slight graphical glitch there, I think. But, we'll deal with that. Let's start again. I mean, I may actually want to use that big piece of road for my own bus routes. Possibly not, but you know, just in case I do, I don't want it to look too... Ooh! Just scrapes in underneath that bit of country road. Okay. Let's bring you in and bring you home. There you go. And a little bit of a crossover, so we can get proper dual track working. Some signals there. there. And we'll put some up here as well. And we'll put one there. And there. And some in the middle. I'm not sure how many trains I'm going to be running along this route, but it could be several at some point. This is a nice long stretch, isn't it? Because I'm not quite sure how profitable that little bit of track is going to be from Bedminster to Parsons Street. We shall see. Okay, let's recover our roads here. What are we doing here? So, this country road. No. Nope. Not that at all. Oh, that is proper ugly. Actually, let's cut across here, perhaps. Do you want to give me a bit of a bridge? Just a little bit of a bridge would be... That's very... yeah, it's very steep that side, isn't it? Can we do it just by putting the bridge in to start with? So, page up a couple. Okay, that works. Bring you... No, you need to go up that end, do you? Well, that's disappointing. So if we start this end... That's much better. Although, do we take it down a bit more? We can. Splendid. I'm tempted not to go wood though. Which bit of brick? That's very black, isn't it? Very industrial. Let's go for that. I'm not sure an engineer would build it like that, but I'm no engineer, so oof, yeah. If we smooth this, will this help at all? Let's make it quite strong. Not entirely happy with this new smoothing tool. It's the actual blue. Presumably that indicates where you're smoothing. Isn't so much attached to the cursor. It's not quite sure where I am, but there you are. Does that help at all? Probably not. Nope, not at all. Let's destroy some more of this. Oh, I'm auto-saving, so I'm going to wait for a moment before it does it. There we go. Take you off as well. Let's make it bendy. That's nicer. Very expensive. But there you go. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what purpose that piece of road will serve, but hey ho. Right, you. You were connected to... Were you connected to that? No, you were connected to that, weren't you? So... And you were the more expensive road. I'm not spending money on that, thank you very much. You can go... How close can we get you to this industrial unit, this food factory? That close. And that will do. Okay, you're connected. And we've got this little bit here still to do. Again, can we make this kind of a bridge? Ooh, we can. Sort of. Ah, right. Okay, that. Don't put a pillar. Oh dear. Right. You... that is very high, isn't it? There's a sweet spot where it doesn't complain too much. Again, I don't want that to be wood. Use that. It doesn't look quite right, but actually, wonder if we lay a track along there to increase the needed bridge span. Will it be happier? Okay, it produces a slightly better looking bridge. Can I send you down? I can, not too far. That is quite a wide span, and you don't really need to be that tall, do you? Let's take you down one. Oh, that's more better. That's more better. Honestly, English is my first language. Okay, and I want a bridge pillar on the other side. Oh, you annoying game! You're going to need to. Do I start further out? Go down. Right. Okay. That works better. We'll use that brick. I quite like that one. Right, that's the sweet spot. We can't take it. Oh, we can take it down further. That is quite a steep bridge, but I don't care. Oh, that's an ugly piece of road. Go away. Where can we stick you? Can we put you in there? Yes! And it's quite cheap. Oh, I'm very happy with that then. And you? Construction not possible? Yeah, I fear you're mistaken. Not quite sure why it's bulging there, but there you are. No. Looks horrible. Can we smooth again? Does that help at all? Would it help if I take you away? No. Okay, I think that might work a bit better. It's not such an ugly incline there. And can we get you then down to there? That's much nicer. Excellent work. Right. So we have our new line down to Nailsea and Backwell. So this Bristol South line. Let's manage this baby. We're going to Bedminster and then we're going on to Parson Street and down to Nailsea and Backwell, then back up to Parson Street, Bedminster and back finally to Bristol Temple Mead. And you are resolutely refusing to double track. Why? Am I going to have to double set your signals to one way only? Let's try that. One way, yes. No, it's going to complain about the route now. Yes. And yes. Okay, so what is the problem? So Bristol Temple Meads. Is it the platform number? It's the platform number that's wrong, I think. Yes. So you need to be on the new platform number 3. And it works! Except we can't get to Parsons Street. Do you need to be on the other platform there? That one there. I think you probably do. Oh! And no, what's he complaining about now? Train 2. Oh, because I've turned the signals to one way. He can't get down there. Don't! No. It's that one, wasn't it? Was the problem? There you go. Right. That looks so sweet. Right. Let's connect this up. Okay, maybe not that close. Yeah, it probably will be just a simple bit of road from there. Okay, that looks horrible. So we'll tighten that up. And your coverage is, well, pitiful, I think is the word. Okay, so I'll put in some bus stops in a moment. We're connected up here, aren't we, to both these, so we just need, again, bus stops. That's connected to quite a large chunk of Nailsea. But, okay. Right, I'm going to put in some bus stops. I'll fly through this bit because bus stops are, well, you know how to do bus stops. So, give me a moment, I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we have 3 new lines set up for each of the 3 new towns that we are linking by train. So we're just buying some passenger buses for them. Still using the Lobissin. We'll buy 8 of those. Probably overkill, but what the heck. And the first 4 of those will go on to the Nailsea circle over there, and these 4 can go to Backwell. The Nailsea ones will take a little while to get there, but I'm not sure they're as important because Nailsea station, Nailsea and Backwell, does already have, well, it has almost complete coverage of the town anyway, so those buses might be kind of redundant. However, Parsons Street, yeah, we do need this bus connection to the town of Bishopsworth, which is already connected to Bedminster and the train service there. So this is going to be an interesting one, I think. Not sure how much impact the buses will have on the train usage, or if the buses are in fact needed at all on here. So we'll just stick, we'll stick 4 on again. It's a nice number that I seem to like. We'll stick you on there, and you will go on the Bishopsworth loop round there. Yeah, because there are these 2 stops here. That one takes them into Bedminster by bus, and this one is the loop. So we'll see if there's any sort of crossover there for people to travel between the 2. Again, because Transport Fever 2 doesn't have the same cheap or fast passenger preferences that we had in the good old days of Transport Fever 1. Where's the train? There it is. We can't sort of supply some passengers with buses which are cheap and slow, and other passengers with trains which are fast and expensive. Okay, what can you tell me about this train? It's only 12 years old. It goes 45 miles an hour. We need a bigger, better, faster train than that. Okay, let's borrow lots more money. We're going to need 2 of these babies. Oh, I've reached 10 million. I've only got 6 million in the bank. Okay, that's not quite so good. I would have liked more than that. I could keep the game running. Let's do that. See if we can actually earn some money. Take that to, I want to take that to at least 7, better 8 million, I think, to spend on trains. So that's what we'll do. So again, I will take a short fly through video effect, and you will we'll come back on the other side with hopefully more money, and I'll spend that on new trains. And as our train hurtles into Nailsea and Backwell station, which already has 15 people waiting, which is quite nice. We have achieved our target of 8 million. He is travelling on the wrong side of the track, to be honest, but hopefully that will be rectified once he starts his return journey. Sadly, nobody actually wanted to come down to Nailsea, so they're all going to be left behind. He should stay on that same side of the track. There you go. Actually, what we might do, let's actually wait this through till the end of the year. So I'll come back in a moment when we've turned over, as we're already in December 1887, see if we have any funky new trains come 1888. Crossing over into the year, and do we? No. No new trains for 1888. So let's have a look what we have in the depot. Still, same old depot. Right. 75 miles an hour. 75, 50. This is a lovely looking train. I keep meaning to put it on. 50 miles an hour. That's reasonably powerful, actually. How powerful is... I shouldn't have closed him down. Is this one. 350. You have got a good power rating still, though. What train are you? 042T. Which one's that, then? Oh, that's you, is it? Okay, 350, 60, and the Prince and the Midland Railway. Yeah, we could put you on. I think we could well put you on. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to spend as much as that going 75 miles an hour. Do we have a good one that goes, say, 60 for a reasonable amount of money? You do, and you are indeed very expensive. I think 60 is where we will, or 50, this is where we'll pick. Okay, so we will put you in there. And what wagons are we using here? We're using the 4-wheel. Early. How many passengers have we got in there? 30. So how many? You'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you'll be 6 then. So that's you. Okay. Okay, we could use you. You carry 7. You're a bit faster. You carry 8. Yeah, we don't need the really fast one. So I think again we'll go for. We'll use these. I think it's not much of an improvement in terms of capacity, but we'll see how they handle in terms of the power rating of this new engine that we've got. So we'll take one of you. We'll take one of you. A couple of you. And you. You're down to mediocre now. We have a capacity of 35 as opposed to 30. We're going to add another train on here anyway, so if we take you out and put you in there, and then you, gives me 42. We could do that. Let's do that. So we're going to replace you. That's you done. Okay, now the question is, can I clone you? And if I do, will you come from this correct depot here at Bristol Temple Meads? Clone. Yes, it does. Excellent. And it didn't cost me too much either. So let's get you running again. Repay some of this loan. Okay, so let's go back to our train. Do you look really good and sexy? You do. Midland Rail, not entirely appropriate, but yeah, that's as far as my realism thing goes. Yeah, it's not at all realistic. But okay, so we've got quite a trek to Parson Street before he picks up passengers. So again, let's just fast forward you a bit and we'll see where you get. Oh no, you're there already. Struth. Are you going to pick anybody up? Oh, fabulous sound. Did you hear that? 3 people. That's something. Okay, that's cool. And on into Bedminster. And that'll be it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Transport Fever 2. If you have, it'd be wonderful to hear from you. A like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbs up button. Other than that, of course, if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, criticisms, or further advice on how to lay out this part of the world when it comes to train lines and routes and stuff, it would be great to hear from you. Just drop a note into the comments box below. Other than that, of course, if you've not already done so, you can subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play videos. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2, rapidly approaching Bedminster Station. I'll see you again soon, but until then, bye-bye for now.